All right, Ed, let's get into this news. There's a lot to cover here. There is a lot to cover. So, let's just jump right in here. Reggie Fils-Aime is retiring from Nintendo of America after 15 notable years at the company. A lot of our news is coming concerning Reggie's retirement. Nintendo Life, we are pulling from them. So, did you watch the video? Did you watch his video on
Yes.
Twitter? Oh my gosh,
yes,
dude,
I did.
It was really, whew, man. I remember watching that Space World when they was it Space World or was it E3? I can't remember. One of those
E3.
It was one of those things where like he came out on stage. It was for GameCube games, right? Like it was during the GameCube era. I can't remember if it was to announce the GameCube or like a year or so after. But he came out and he was like, "I'm Reggie, and I'm about kicking ass and taking names, and we're about making games." And it was everybody was like super hyped, and it was oh my gosh, it was awesome. Excuse my language, but that
was the quote that he said.
It was his quote. So I know it's a family show, but it was cool, man. And Reggie's kind of been like this fixture / meme / like just the face of Nintendo for so long. Like he's right up there with Iwata and Miyamoto and Aonuma.
Yeah.
Like Reggie is there with them, right? And it's just like, man, that video.
He's been dubbed as the Nintendo Dad.
Yeah.
Nintendo Dad or something like that.
So I mean, that if you haven't watched that video, it's on Nintendo's Twitter. I'm pretty sure it's on their YouTube page at this point. It's everywhere. So very, very touching little video that he sent out. He's retiring in April, and let's just read this story here from Nintendo Life real quick because they kind of break it down better than I can on the fly. After more than successful product launch with the Nintendo Switch and 15 notable years at Nintendo of America, it comes as something of a shock as it is revealed that Reggie Fils-Aime will soon be retiring from the company. With almost 13 years under his belt as president and COO, Reggie has become something of a household name with gamers across the world and has led Nintendo of America through many important transitions through the years. His last day at NOA will be the 15th of April. The appropriately named Doug Bowser will take over the reins from Reggie. Shuntaro Furukawa, president of Nintendo Co. Ltd., had to say this on the transition. "I really appreciate everything Reggie has done for Nintendo. Inside and out our company, Reggie is known as an exceptional leader. We are grateful that he is leaving the business in good shape with strong momentum. While we will miss him and we wish him the very best in his retirement, we are also pleased to have such an able successor ready to step into that role. Doug Bowser and the rest of the team will ensure a seamless transition and continued momentum for Nintendo." Here's what Reggie had to say about this shock announcement. "Nintendo owns a part of my heart forever. It's a part that is..." Hold on a second. Sorry, the page didn't load very well. "Nintendo owns a part of my heart forever. It's a part that is filled with gratitude for the incredibly talented people I've worked with, for the opportunity to represent such a wonderful brand, and most of all, to feel like a member of the world's most positive and enduring gamer community. As I look forward to departing in both good health and good humor, this is not game over for me, but instead leveling up to more time with my wife, family, and friends." Incoming NOA president Doug Bowser added this: "It has been my great fortune to work with and be mentored by Reggie for 4 years at Nintendo of America. And rest assured, we will continue to build his work to evolve and expand our brand, further Nintendo's global mission, and create smiles. There are millions more of those to come." So, yeah, man, super, super sad, but also really happy for him. And that, usually you hear people have to retire because they're in poor health. They've got a lot of health issues. They've got, some other things going on in their personal lives that they need to take care of, but it's good to see him go out on top,
And for people who don't know that, Reggie Fils-Aime been in the media for years, even before Nintendo, working at VH1, getting that company up, and just doing other projects and stuff. He's been doing a lot of the being the face of a lot of things. So to see him kind of retired, like you said, Corey, is sad. Very unexpected, but I kind of like how everybody from, like, Sean, I think Sean Layden from Sony.
You want me to read their tweets real quick?
Yes.
Okay, so Sean Layden from PlayStation tweeted out. He says, "Reggie, thanks for all the games and your leadership in our industry. We are a better and brighter place for your wisdom and efforts. With appreciation and best wishes from all your friends at PlayStation." And then Phil Spencer came out and said, "All the best to Reggie Fils-Aime on the next phase of his life and great career. Great leader, industry partner, and friend." So
yeah, and to have them all three come out at the Game Awards, like, that still is a historic moment for all three consoles. All three companies. So it is bittersweet. I think everybody is super happy that he's leaving on a good moral. That he's leaving with a lot of love, and a lot of respect from the fans and the gaming community all around. And even though the Bowser thing that everybody joked around with and stuff, Doug Bowser probably had to expect that and everything.
Yeah,
but
well,
I think,
his last name is Bowser. He expects it. Did you see the picture they used of him? It has Mario and Luigi tied up in the background on a shelf.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny. That's at least he's playing into it. That's really funny.
Yeah.
Jeff Keighley came out and said, "I can't believe I'm writing this. Reggie Fils-Aime is retiring from Nintendo. One of our industry's finest leaders and a dear friend. He's always believed in me. Thank you, Reggie." And then he went on to say, "I spoke with Reggie today and let him know how much he means to me and the entire game industry. It was an emotional conversation. Reggie leaves Nintendo in one of its strongest positions in history. He will always have a front row seat at the Game Awards. Thank you, Reggie." And then Mike Ibarra from Team Xbox came out and said, "As many of you know, I'm a huge fan of Nintendo. Over the last 15 years, Reggie Fils-Aime has done a great job. I'm sad to see him retire, but also happy for him to spend more time with his family. Thank you for great entertainment." So it's hitting everybody, man. It's hitting everybody hard. I mean, the last time, like, I saw not just like industry people, but or not just Nintendo people, but industry people kind of come together and kind of praise somebody was when, sadly, when Satoru Iwata passed away.
Yes.
And everybody's, I mean, people at Nintendo are important to the industry, and sometimes, on a way, exponentially smaller scale, we get letters from people saying that, we help them through things and whatever, but like Nintendo does that on a global mass market scale. And even if you own a PlayStation or an Xbox and aren't really a Nintendo fan, you kind of feel their impact wherever you are, right? Whether it's from their leadership or from their the development side or, just from everyone. And Reggie's always been the guy that most of us looked at as the face of Nintendo, at least in this part of the country, this part of the world, rather.
And a lot of this really had to deal, like, of course, of E3 and all of that stuff, but a lot of it had to deal with Nintendo Direct. Definitely with Iwata, Miyamoto, Bill Trinen, and Reggie and stuff. It's just that, like you said, even if you are just a Microsoft fan or a Sony fan, you were always going to be part of Nintendo's community because you joined us watching the Nintendo Direct and seeing some of the goofiness that these big position guys have played. Like, to see Iwata and go ahead.
Sorry,
to see Iwata and Fils-Aime fight and smash.
Yeah, that was funny. That was really good.
It was funny, but you would never think about it.
Or the puppets, like the Star Fox puppets.
Yes, or the claymation one that they did.
Yeah.
Where he roasted the guy up from Mother 3, like that stuff.
Or the robot chicken stuff.
Yeah, the robot chicken stuff. Yeah, like you never seen other big media people, well known and stuff, put themselves out there.
Hmm.
And Fils-Aime did that. Definitely with him dancing with the clock thing, eating the donuts with Bill Trinen and stuff. Just like making a goof out of himself because he knows that he'll probably get mean and he'll probably get made fun of. But Nintendo represents fun.
Hmm.
And if they can't have fun and all business stuff, we're not going to connect to them. I think that's why a lot of fans respect them about that. Just being open and honest. Yes, it has the PR speak to it. That's fine. But being open and honest and keeping some and being well to keep some secrets and stuff hidden from the public, and just be like, we'll reveal it when we need to, and it works out well. Fils-Aime and people at Nintendo, they are so well at doing it, which kind of sometimes makes us feel down, but we still love them because when it is revealed and they do it in a major way, it's well worth the wait.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, I mean, we're playing off what you said. Like we get frustrated when when Nintendo games are delayed or
Yes.
We waited for Breath of the Wild for what, 3.5 years? Right?
Yes.
It was supposed to come out in like what, 2015 or something, or It was announced in like 2014. It's supposed to come out in 2015, and they just kept delaying it and delaying it and delaying it, and like we were super frustrated. But look at it now. It's like one of our favorite games of all time.
Yes.
And sometimes we lose sight of that, but Nintendo is a company that is a perfectionist at making sure everything is fun and works properly, and it's a lot of hard work to make something that fun, and that there's never been an open world game where there hasn't been extremely large bugs, whether you're talking about a Bethesda game or even something like The Witcher or Red Dead. Like they all have like they're great games in their own right, but like they have bugs and everything. And like you play through Zelda, what was the one bug they found where you hide in the tower of the bridge at one point, and then the art style changes to the original art style for like a blip of a section of the map, right?
Yeah.
It's like, man, if that's the only thing somebody found, like that's perfection, man. And
right.
Nintendo of America does a lot of hands-on with translating, and Treehouse does a lot of great work and everything. And it's just like, I don't know how much of an impact like Reggie retiring is gonna have on the company, like moving forward in terms of operations or anything, because I'm sure Doug Bowser will do a great job, but like,
yes,
it's gonna impact fans for a while, especially fans who grew up with GameCube and stuff like that. So
and as long as Doug Bowser puts himself out there,
mm-hmm.
like have fun with this.
Mm-hmm.
Be able to talk to the media. You don't have to respond to angry comments. Like really, just be you and make Nintendo continue to look like the company who they are. Because people are going to be watching, be ready to judge on Bowser that he's doing a bad job or anything. But it's just like, no, let him be in this.
He needs that moment like Reggie did when he came out, right?
Yes.
He needs that moment for himself to say, hey, it's still, it may be a new regime here, but it's still the same Nintendo. And, Reggie did a great job, but I'm here now. And he needs that, for lack of better phrases, he needs that memeable moment, right?
Yes.
The way that the Reginator was, or the time thing was with Reggie. Like he needs that memeable moment for himself and to get people really be like, okay, we're still here, we're still in. So
yes. Yes,
yeah. So but anyways, congratulations to Reggie for the time. I'm sure he's not watching our podcast, but anyways, thank you for all the great work you did at Nintendo. You're gonna be missed, but still huge fans, and yeah,
we'll be waiting to see what you do next, if you do anything next. But yeah, stay around the video game community and definitely regardless if it's Nintendo, Sony, or Microsoft, stay around and continue to celebrate games along with us.